This is To the Point with Michael Williams.
Good morning. On this Memorial Day weekend, we offer our profound gratitude to those who died while serving in the military for our country. They and their loved ones across the years are in our hearts. We also, at this traditional start to summer, look back at the last 14 months and ahead as well. COVID-19, George Floyd, the most contentious presidential election, at least in modern history, and the list goes on. My first guest, as we seek perspective, West Palm Beach Mayor Keith James.
It has been a very full year. And my initial thought, Michael, is that this is why I'm happy to be a mayor, because the challenges that we've been presented requires us to respond and work on behalf of our citizens to produce. And so while it has indeed been a challenge, COVID, civil unrest and the economic disruption that was caused by COVID, it is, you just roll up your shirt sleeves, you get your team together, and you say, listen, we have to produce for the citizens of our city. You don't have a choice. We're on the front line. People are depending upon us. They depend upon us for clean water. They depend upon us to help with them economically. They depend upon us for public safety. This is why we are in this position to produce results for our citizens. And it's challenging. It isn't challenging, but you can't just cower in the corner and say, I don't know what to do. You have to keep moving forward.
Mr. Mayor, where are we economically in the immediate post-COVID era? At least we hope post-COVID era, the worst of it. We don't know that for sure. And where are we in terms, also, second question after you answer that, on your racial and ethnic equity task force? First the economics, then the task force.
First the economics, and I appreciate the question. First of all, I appreciate your having me on here. It's always good to engage in discussion with you. Economically, I think we are in a much better place. Certainly, we in West Palm Beach and probably we in Florida have not suffered as much as maybe other cities, other municipalities, and other parts of the country because of our climate. We were able to pretty much stay open. Certainly with our restaurants, we were able to provide outdoor seating very early in the process, and that helped from all indications. And I guess with our political climate, we had a governor that just simply did not, he refused to shut the state down. Whether you agree with that or not, that is the fact. And so as a result, I think that we are in a much better place economically, certainly in our city. Another thing that is quite frankly helping is that maybe for a variety of reasons, including our attractive tax base, West Palm Beach is a destination of choice for a number of businesses. There's been so much activity of companies looking to either relocate or to establish significant presence in our city. It's placed a tremendous demand, which is another challenge on housing, but that's a good problem to have. To your second issue as to where we are with the task force, and that's a very timely question. Yesterday was the first anniversary of the George Floyd murder. Let's call it what it is. I'm pleased with the progress that has been made. We started the task force in July, and I said at that time it was important that we get it done right as opposed to rushed. And I know from all the indications that between the task force and the subcommittees, citizens from the city have been working hard, addressing some of the significant issues. The next major milestone will be on Saturday, June 12th. We're going to have another action summit, which will be done virtually. We had 300 at the first summit that we did in December. We're expecting at least 3 times that number in the upcoming summit. This is a chance for citizens to weigh in on some of the issues and some of the topics. And shortly thereafter, after that information is digested, we're expecting the task force to deliberate on what they get from the subcommittees, and then to get a report out to the commissioners and the mayor. And that's when we'll start engaging our own conversation as to some specific policies.
Will we see a police department that will look different in terms of makeup? Will we see a bigger effort to diversify work ranks within the city and its departments? What fundamentally do you want to see come out of that at the end?
Well, Michael, I've always hesitated at answering that question because I don't want to be perceived as putting my finger on the scale. I charged these individuals, these citizens who are volunteers, to do their job. And I think it would be unfair to them if I tried to dictate the direction in which I wanted them to head. So I really don't know what's going to come out of it. But let me address the second part of that, which is what are we doing internally at the same time? And this has not been as well publicized. At the same time, I formed a task force to look kind of outwardly, if you will. I formed an internal city task force because I wanted our employees to feel like as a city was looking to work on the city in a broader sense, we weren't ignoring any issues that we may have as an organization itself. And that group has been working and has been reporting to me on some issues that we have, and we're working to resolve those internally.
We will look to that. Mayor, in our last minute and a half, just generally, we feel like we're in a country now we can't agree on the politics of COVID. We can't agree on issues in many cases about racial equity. We can't agree on the outcome of an election. A lot of people saying we've never seen anything like it. And I have people all the time tell me that they're really worried. But you wear so many different hats as mayor, community leader, an African-American who many in the community look up to for your leadership and what you've achieved. Your thoughts on where we are and where we're going?
Michael, I can understand the frustration, but I'm an eternal optimist. You don't get from where I began to where I am now without believing in the impossible being achievable. And I agree with you. This is a very weird time. It's not really a technical term, but I think a lot of it is that many people reside in information bubbles. Whether you lean to the right, whether you lean to the left, you will probably turn to the cable news channel that supports your views. You will go to the websites that support your views. And all I can hope for is that as we continue to push forward to creating a better society, and my vision has been creating a community of opportunity for all. So I really am focusing on West Palm Beach and looking for opportunities for us as a city to engage in debate and conversation and frankly, just interact with each other. So often our information supply, our residential light patterns are so segregated that it's rare, maybe in the workplace, but it's rare that there is cross fertilization of ideas and even cultures. And so we have to continue to look for ways to bring people together. And I think as a city, whether it's through public events, whether it's a boat show, Sunfest, or whatever, just getting people in public environment and public space to talk with each other is a first step. I'm optimistic that we will get through this, that this is only a phase. Maybe I'm naive in that respect, but I just believe it is so important for the future of our city, for the future of our country, that we get back to being able to engage in honest conversations. But you can't make up the facts, and people have to begin accepting real hard data. And hopefully we haven't skewed too far down the line where we're just not accepting facts as facts. It's scary, but I'm optimistic.
And now we turn to Dr. Kevin Wagner, chairman of the Political Science Department at Florida Atlantic University, asking, is this the new normal, a local and national conversation so often mired in argument?
I think the thing that sticks out to me about the last year is, I'm troubled that we're in a very difficult place and a historically very different place. I mean, our country in a lot of ways was founded on the idea that we could create cooperative government, the idea that we separate our powers of government among state and federal, and even at the federal level, we separate it into branches. And the idea is that even when we disagree, we can eventually come together and figure out how to pass legislation and do things. There's great books about divided we govern and how we go about doing that. And I think the thing that sticks out to me is how divided a country we've become, and how we see how increasingly, because of the way that we see the opposition, as not someone that has a disagreement with us, but somebody who actually is going to do bad things to the country, it makes it very hard to cooperate. And it strikes me that in a nation that requires cooperation for government to work at any real level, that's a troubling aspect of where we are. I mean, everything has become remarkably divided. Even something like a pandemic, which should be generally a fairly clear thing that we can cooperate on, became and still is highly partisan.
And the debate about racial justice and equity, the debate about an election. We've got a lot of the country can't agree on the outcome of an election. Why'd we get here?
Yeah, I mean, the election thing is very troubling, right? Because it suggests legitimacies of elections are something that we're going to contest for as long as we want. If we don't agree with the outcome, we're just going to assume that the election didn't go the way we want. I mean, typically when we teach, party organization, even electoral politics, what we talk about is when a party loses, they lose, more than once, they look back and they try and understand, well, why did we lose and how do we appeal to more voters? Increasingly, the answer seems to be, well, there must be something wrong if I didn't win. And that's a troubling aspect to look at. I mean, your question is a really good one, which is why are we here? And in some ways there's no single answer to it, right? One of them clearly is that we're continuing to digest information that is consistent with very extreme viewpoints. In other words, because there's so much news available and we simply choose to read or look at news that is telling us what we want to hear, it creates a difficulty of coming to a common platform of information. And I think that's pretty troubling too.
In a day and world of social media and media in general, not just social media to be sure, where you can listen to only that which already agrees with your predetermined point of view, is there any real solution to having a conversation where we actually reach outside our comfort zone and listen to other people? Are we beyond those days?
Yeah, it's a really hard one. A lot of people want to blame the technology. So we spend a lot of time saying this platform is bad or the people that run this platform are bad. But the driver of the problem isn't the platform. The driver of the problem is us, right? It's our desire to avoid information that forces us to reconsider positions that we might have, and to move towards information that just tells us that everything we thought was right is right. I mean, I think part of the solution comes down to this basic premise, right? Which is we have to take a step back and say, look, it is okay for someone to disagree with us. It doesn't make them bad. It's okay for me to listen to another point of view, even if I don't necessarily agree with it, and debate that and come to some areas that we can compromise.
But you see that fight going on even on college campuses. We don't want to hear a point of view that doesn't agree with the one we already have.
Yeah, it's inherently problematic, and it's gotten to the point where increasingly we say, well, if somebody disagrees with us, it's not because they have a different viewpoint, right? It's because they are fundamentally wrong about the country. And ironically, a lot of the things we argue about are sort of nuanced things, like how do we deliver healthcare, right? How does government operate in this particular environment or that particular environment? These are things that we can debate, right? These are things we can look at, but they become very, in some ways it becomes part of our identity to say, well, if somebody else or this party said it, it has to be wrong, without even considering whether, maybe they might have a point.
Dr. Wagner, pretend all of us watching and listening to you are in your class. What is your prescription for discussion and for all of us taking a little more time to listen and learn and open up our minds to other points of view? What do you say to your students as they're heading out into the world?
I say there's good examples in American history of how the U.S. government has operated well. And there's lots of stories in Congress about members of Congress debating each other fiercely about an issue. But when the session closed, they went and had dinner and they talked to each other like people. And I think the most important thing for us today is to remember that we're all Americans, that collectively, even if we disagree about how to get there, we all essentially want the country to succeed. So it starts with trying to understand that just because someone disagrees with you doesn't make them bad. And I think that's an important place to start, because we have turned politics into identity, and identity, if you're not one of us, then you must be bad. And I think we need to take a step back, de-escalate our politics, and talk to each other again.
Our roundtable picks up the conversation next.